Oh, it's a skill you can one day learn in a water ritual. Oh, it's a spoiler. It's a not yet implemented feature. Some of the stuff you're seeing is through a mod called Clever Girl. This is my first time using the mod, but it makes companions work a lot better. There's a little bit more micromanagement involved, though. Galaxy Brain and Heckin' Swole. Okay, well, we got a smart monkey here. Wow, this one has all high stats. Noida and Caves of Gut. Top tier content. Oh, good. You like Noida? We're currently in the beta branch. We're trying to find the new quests, and we're trying to find all the new spells. We have 2 left to go of the new spells. Last night we had True Orbit and a God Run, and I got hit by Twitchy from one of the wizards, and I got ripped apart by my own magic. It was real bad. You've come to the right place for Noida, Caves of Gut. If you like both those things, Rift Wizard. If you've never heard of Rift Wizard, I cannot recommend Rift Wizard enough. I love Rift Wizard. The more rings there are, the stronger they are at the start. I mean, we have a smart one. Is there anything we want to do with intelligence? I mean, they're already heckin' swole and stuff, so I think we're gonna lean into just having a gang of people shooting guns and swinging axes around. I try to convert as many people to Rift Wizard as I can. But it's one of my favorite games. Enable gear pickup. Quote you on it? Alright, I'm gonna quote you on it from here. Oh, I didn't do his skills. You. Notice you can't... Yeah, that's why I was like, you know, I don't think there's anything we can do with intelligence. Heavy weapons. Bow and rifle, and... long blade for you. No tactics. You don't get tactics. You're a hulking baboon. I should really look first. That's a baboon. You, though, the Riddler we could work with. Enable gear pickup. Manage skills. Heavy weapons and tactics. Imagine if they could cook. No! Refuse. I can't imagine that world. Agility and strength. Toughness. You can cook for them all. I did notice it had a feed thing in there now. Alright, we have 1 baboon left. Once this baboon's all set, we're good to go. Enable gear pickup. Manage skills. Bow and rifle. Short blade. Tactics. So some of them are heavy weapons. Not all of them, though. Kind of expensive in terms of... Yeah, if I could cook for all of them, that would be very expensive as far as going through our food materials. Alright. We're at Hexagram Harquilil. If I check my locations real fast... We don't have ruins with becoming nooks. That's what I'm looking for, becoming nooks. We want to be as cybernetically enhanced as possible. So we want to find becoming nooks. But for right now, let's go back to our town. Weirdly delayed button prompts right now. We good? Up. Does having a bunch of companions, maybe slow down input sometimes? Because, like, I hit left and it took a few seconds for that to happen. Am I on the screen? Oh, geez, I'm way down there. There we go. Oh, things are a little weird. Just a bit strange. Was Amukus the one that wanted me to do this? Nope, it wasn't Amukus. It was... the Elder. Calculates travel for... Okay, that's why. Like, I was trying to walk to the thing, but I was like, oh, it didn't move. I'll hit the button again. So I was overshooting. You're breaking more than just the balance of the game. It's all in the name of having a good time. Who the hell did I get this quest from? Was it the village apothecary? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. It was the tinkerer. I remember now. The run's guaranteed for a few streams now. My work is complete. I've drank from the vase of the jarm like cruelty. Aye, thanks, traveler. Our village owes you a debt. For now, please, choose a reward from a stockpiler's service paid. Bioscanning bracelet, metal sphere which hums quietly, the dromads, babbling brook, who cemented. It was confusing at first, but it dawns on me that these are the titles of books. Metal sphere which hums quietly is very misleading. Or symbiotic firefly. So bioscanning bracelet will let us see actual hit points of biological enemies. It won't help us with robots to see their hit points, but it will let us know how much health stuff has. But the answer I'm going to say is going to be symbiotic firefly. It flies next to us in our floating equipment slot. It lights up the area passively, so we don't have to worry about holding onto a torch. But once we find night vision implants for our eyes, we won't need it anymore. So I think we're going to take symbiotic firefly. Wow. I enjoy these new allergy pills. They are helpful for allergies, but they shut my brain half off, I swear to God. It's like I'm talking and my brain's like kind of watching. It's like, what's he saying right now? And then I have to catch back up to myself and correct myself. It's very frustrating. It is the drowsy element, basically. All this sounds helpful. Now hear me out, who needs helpful things? So normal, Chris? How dare you? You know I'm a galaxy brain on normal days. Anytime I'm not streaming, 5 billion IQ. Once I'm streaming, 5 IQ. You could ask anybody. Don't ask anyone that knows me in real life, though, but ask anyone else. And they'll tell you, yeah, he's probably super put together and smart when he's not streaming. We should ask that guy to identify my artifacts. Need to evolve from drowsy to hypno. Ah, that'd be a great evolution. Symbiotic butterfly. Let's get rid of this torch now. That way we have both of our carbide fists ready to go. Sleep well, mighty Odin. Galaxies are primarily empty space. And dark matter, yes. I've complained about this before, but it's been on my mind because I was talking about it with Andrew, but like all the fake AI-generated science content on YouTube is pissing me off. I keep on clicking on things, thinking like, ah, cool, I'm gonna learn about black holes. And it's just garbage. It's just literal, factually void garbage. It's bothering me. Oh yes, have you run into that cactus? It's insane how much of it there is right now. Alright, we've completed our first quest. And software engineers are losing jobs despite the fact that the code written by AI... Yeah, it's bonkers. It's really funny to me that the fear was like, oh no, we're gonna generate robots and AI, and we're gonna be displacing all of these, like, boring jobs. And instead... the things we're replacing are artists and, like, code writers is bonkers. I would love to see someone try to replace me with an AI. Hopefully, that won't happen. The dawn of AI has been weird and disappointing. That's how I'm receiving this new world we're entering. Close some of this stuff out. Alright, I want to talk to the Tinkerer who's in front of me. I would love for you to identify some of these weird artifacts. AI replacing you, you would welcome it? It'll just make jobs more technical. Hopefully. Hopefully. Like, the ideal is that it enhances our lives, but, like, the ideal rarely is the case. More often than not, it's just going to be abused, and then a bunch of old people that don't understand what it is are going to step in and try and regulate it. and that's going to drive production in like weird and new directions, and everything's just gonna suck. Everything always sucks. They're gonna beg you to fix the problem, so you're gonna charge 3 times for the insult. That's the plan. Definitely do that. Yeah, like if we lived in a beautiful post-scarcity society like Star Trek, all this would be super. But in a capitalistic world, it's just, what's the easiest way to use this to make more money and pay people less? Anyway. Yeah, it can't truly create. Identify this for me, please. A sniper rifle. Okay, I'll give that to a monkey. Identify this for me, please. Thermal grenade. Identify this for me, please. 20 drams of water to identify this one. Wow, that's quite the step up from the other stuff. I mean, I could just sell him enough things to get 20 drams of water back, so I'm gonna say yes. Slender, electrified, counterweighted bronze dagger. Really, the sniper rifle was 2 drams. Why was that 20? AI will decimate a lot of the service industry. A very complicated piece of trash. Like, I'm very disappointed right now. Yeah, none of this is trivial is the problem. Like, if it replaces any number of these jobs, we're gonna have a new pile of problems. What's been frustrating is, like, it's mostly been replacing graphic designers. A lot of small businesses are, do I want to pay someone to, like, make me a logo, or do I want to just use an AI that will make me a kind of crappy but serviceable logo for free? And like all of like those entry level and intermediary graphic design jobs are just going away because people could just type a prompt into a computer and get like a serviceable for their small business logo, or serviceable for their small business website, or like all of the stuff that those jobs would normally cover. Which is not where I thought AI would go when people were first talking about AI. Well, I guess I'm going to sell this back to you, because I don't need it. It'll cause a lot of suffering if it goes far enough. That's probably where we're heading. It's just the way it is. I at the very least want to make back my water for what just got identified. Let's go ahead and say all of my garbage that I'm never going to use because I'm too stupid to use it. Just trash that's taking up room. I guess I could give the counterweighted electrified bronze dagger to a monkey. No. No, a steel mace is just probably better for my monkeys. I don't need torches anymore. I have a small firefly. Yes, like a junior graphic designer using AI to help them out is good stuff, and that's nice for them. But like, a lot of companies are just skipping straight to doing it themselves because, like, people that are a little bit older than us, or me rather, like my mom, she knows how to open Facebook or Instagram on her phone and click on Reels. And there's 7 billion Reels that are literally just like, hey, I'm Guff, I'm gonna show you how to do X. You go to ChatGPT and you type this in, bam, you got a logo. So like, just elderly people that are running their small businesses are just finding out how to do it by watching Reels on Instagram. Or YouTube Shorts, or TikToks. It's super, super annoying. If we had AI that actually experienced and felt greed like human beings, we would be super fucked. Could you imagine a superpowered robot just like driven with the same ferocious need for capital? What a dark future. Engraved leather boots. The Channeling mask, if I ever put that on, it's gonna be a bad time. We basically already have that. That's fair and true. You know what actually is kind of scary? Like, not in a joking way, but in like an actual... I had a kind of creeping sense of dread. Is I was watching a discussion on AI, and like there are people out there that are already putting together like AI prompts that are basically like, I want this artificial intelligence to go out and do cyber attacks, just unregulated cyber attacks, like just chaos for the sake of chaos. Which obviously, yeah, of course someone's going to do that kind of thing. But like, people are already like, can I make just an AI that fucks shit up for people? And given how shitty our planet as a whole is at cybersecurity, we might just have someone make a lot of death happen just for the lulz. Like, that made me a little nervous. There already is an AI that fucks shit up for people. Why automod? Come on. Emulate experiences accurately to the point that they are experiencing. We have cheating AI that games for people. Ugh. We live in a dark timeline and it frustrates me. Like an advanced aimbot. Alright, let's make back some of the money. Yes. Trade complete. Alright. Yeah, that is how DDoS attacks work. But like with an AI, it could be more malicious than just a DDoS. But like, in movies, Skynet happens because a greedy corporation wants to create like a superpowered weapon. In our reality, it's going to happen because 4chan thinks it's funny, and like... the government will make sure AI can't do your taxes. You'll still be allowed to do those kind of things. How nice! Nictus of the Mafia, hello there! How are you? Do you play Caves of Cud? We're currently just having like a weird, sad conversation about AI. I think you missed a step. In Caves of Cud, or in, like, the AI, conversation? Alright, I identified my nonsense. I want to give my monkeys guns. Which monkey's gonna get a sniper rifle? The baboon queen should definitely get a sniper rifle. Supercore are going to make AI to better pilot automated war. We're gonna have all the bad stuff. Like, every bad version, we're gonna get it. 4chan will think it's funny to steal their login information. An AI with Elon Musk's ego? That's just beyond comprehension. And then you all started talking about capitalism. That happens a lot around here. Can't help it, just happens. Oh, you have a weird artifact. I guess you give me that. You pass that to me, I'll identify that for you. And you get a sniper rifle. At least we can hope the porn will be good. I've seen some of that. Do you like pornography where people have more fingers than they should, and sometimes more anatomy than they should? I saw one that it was like... It looked like a centaur of boobs, basically. It was kind of scary. Trade complete. Alright, so the Monkey Queen has a sniper rifle. We gotta give the Monkey Queen bullets now. Let's trade. You don't have any bullets for me, that's a little disappointing, but can you... Clicking space when you're off of the thing just closes it. A boob tour! Yeah! Everything sucks, might as well just get high and enjoy the ride as best you can. Yeah. Identify this for me. 3 drams for a freezing bronze battle axe. Yo, are you telling me I can make AI Centauri sex? Yeah, bro, yeah! We gotta find the Dromad. I need some bullets. Where's my Dromad friend? Takuk. The Centauri are a race from Babylon 5 with a number of penises. Now, is it a specific number of penises? Maybe Babylon 5 will be the next show I pick up. I was thinking, like, I do need to start the next series of Star Trek in my Star Trek experience, which is Voyager, but maybe I take a Star Trek break and I do Babylon 5. I gotta watch all these sci-fi shows that my dad watched when I was a kid that I haven't seen. That would be a spoiler. To know the number of penises. An interesting reason to pick it up. Well, I've heard it's a good show also. Perhaps they'll fix climate change since it's clear we're all too stupid to stop killing ourselves. Or they could just create like a nuclear winter since computers run better in cold weather. I've only seen Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, and they are excellent, except for Season 1 of Next Generation's pretty bad. First season of Deep Space Nine, not so great. I've seen the new movies. They were okay. Those new movies, like... we're barely able to play Caves of Cut today. Anyway. All Star Trek movies are, like, completely different from the shows. It's weird. Like, the movies are always much more action-centric, but, like, the best Star Trek, in my opinion, is Deep Space Nine and Next Generation anytime they are brooding over philosophical or, like, weird ethical issues. Like, that's the best Star Trek for me is, like, oh shit, like, how do we handle this delicate situation? The only good Star Trek movie is the one where they save the whales. I always forget the name of that one. Is that First Contact? You've also never seen Doctor Who. I've only seen Eccleston and Tennant Doctor Who. I haven't seen any of anything before or after that Doctor Who. Have you seen the last season of Picard? It was like the Next Generation, the movie. I loved it. I have not seen any of Picard. I heard the first season of Picard was very bad, if you like Next Generation, but I have heard that the new season of Picard is good if you like the Next Generation, which is frustrating because that means I have to watch 2 bad seasons to get to a good season. I would like all of your lead slugs, please. All of them. Just give me every lead slug you own so I can give it to my monkey. Done and done. Alright, which baboon is the baboon queen? Baboon queen. I have to walk over to you. Give items. Take all bullets. Trade complete. You just skipped them? Alright, if you skipped them and it worked out for you, I'll just do that. Only like 2 new characters? Done and done. That's all I needed to hear. But yeah, I only recently watched... Like, it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago I watched Next Generation, maybe even less than that. And Deep Space Nine was, like, literally, like, last year or the year before. So, like, I'm new-ish to Star Trek. I used to see my dad watching them all the time, and, like, I dug what I saw. But I never got around to it until recently, where I was like, you know what? It's time. I want to experience Star Trek. It's such a cultural touchstone. I want to know it. So I've watched those 2. I tried to start with the original series, and it was too boring, so I stopped watching it. I hear it gets better, but like the first 2 episodes are just... It was too boring for me. Why you should watch Babylon 5 instead of Voyager. Yes, please. Sway me. Convince me. I don't need that much convincing. It's because you could see how much Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 rich each other off. Alright, that's good enough for me, because Deep Space Nine is fresh in my mind. We want to go to the lair of Hupukakalakalul. It's 5 to 9 parasangs south of a secluded star apple farm. Alright, 5 to 9 parasangs south. Star apple farm, we found that. There it is. 5 to 9 south, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to start there. No! I don't want to be lost. Oh, good. I'm no longer lost. I gotta tell you, the only thing I don't like about this mod so far is having this many companions. Lord, it takes a long time to take a step. Wax, what's up? Ready? I'm gonna press diagonal down movement key. 1 Mississippi. Oh, we got lost. Come on. I want to see my queen shoot someone with a sniper rifle, please. I heard a sniper rifle go off. Had a nice day off, getting lost in the woods. Oh, nice. I enjoy getting lost in the woods in a good way. First season is funny and sad because the captain is losing his mind in real life in real time. Okay, I'm gonna need you to tell me a little bit more about that. I do enjoy some behind-the-scenes shenanigans. You might start soon? Hey, we might start around the same time then. I've been rewatching Futurama, but I'm up to season 7. But it's coming back soon, so I feel like I really should watch season 7. What are those blocks moving around? So if you see, like, weird blocks, those are usually... It's usually vapor of a sort, since everything is tile-based. So it's like either smoke... Or it could be, depending on the color. If it was gray, it was probably smoke. The first captain's actor leaves the show after season 1 because he has a mental breakdown. Because he starts thinking aliens are real. That is incredible. That's really going to color the viewing experience. Is that a slug down there? It is. A spitting slug and psychic thrall. Oh, psychic thrall. Someone interesting's nearby. Yep, there they are. That's the scary guy. Sewer no longer serving a plateau. These guys are bastards. Impossibly difficult for us to deal with right now. I think perhaps we're going to turn around and walk away. This dude could blow our head up. And we are far enough away that we'll never close the distance before he pops the head right off our shoulders. So off we go! I can see my team equipping gear. I really like this equip stuff. The fact that they can manage themselves after you just do a little work. And then he gets replaced by Tron. Really? Wow, she sniped people in front of me before I could hit them. Oh man, and the monkeys are confusing people? We got a real strong squad going on here. I've lost way too many characters trying to befriend them. So, the last Caves of Cud game we were playing, I was going for a psychic. And specifically, I was like, yeah, we'll just mind control people, you know? We're just gonna make a mind control team. But I took quantum jitters as my my negative effect. And so my team would basically just be like, ah, cool, we got a really nice guy. Gone. Teleported to another time and place, just over and over again. It was the most anti-synergistic build you could possibly do. Which makes me laugh, so I'm fine with it. But I have been getting comments on the YouTube uploads for it where it's like, wow, you made the worst build for this kind of character. It's like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was very funny. Mawar. Ooh, a new town. That is perfect. We can get some more quests. Do a little wander. I'm gonna be very curious to see how much inspiration the developers take from stuff like this Clever Girl mod, because arguably this is way better than actual AI companions in the base game. Like, much more robust. It feels like you have way more control over their development as they... What's the mod do? The mod lets you have, just more companions, I believe. But most importantly, let's take a moment to stop and chat with a monkey next to me. So, we'll take the 9-ring baboon sophisticate, for instance. We can manage their mutations, we can manage their attributes, so we could say, like, hey, when you level up, put points into strength, agility, and toughness. Don't put points into anything else. We could also, for the same thing, tell them, like, hey, when you level up, put stuff into heavy weapons. Put stuff in the tactics. Yeah, very nice. It looks like they have maxed out tactics. They are 4 out of 4 on tactics already. That's the whole reason to take Dominate. Exactly. Well, wait. Dominate... You stop controlling your own body, right? And, like, you just control them, or I'm thinking of a different one. For me, if we're talking about the one I'm thinking of, Dominate is all about taking over someone's brain and then turning around and killing your old body, and then playing a brand new game where you are a Snapjaw. That's what Dominate's for. Dominate is, do you want to try and play Kevid as a spider? Why not, right? So that's how I use Dominate. Kill yourself, live a new life as a new creature. You take control of them, then you manage equipment levels and mutations. So yeah, this makes it so Dominate is much more of a situational response to, like, a situation. Wow, what a dumb sentence. Like, Dominate... I usually don't use Dominate on people that are my buddies. I use Dominate on an enemy, rush into a bad situation, do as much damage as I can, die trying, and then you come back to your real body. Like, that's how I usually use Dominate. You forgot to make yourself weak enough to die? Yeah, you do have to do a little work ahead of time. You wanna beat yourself up a bit. Alright, so they're still working on heavy weapons. Might as well have them work on something physical, too. Let's do short blades for you. Situational in certain situations. Contingent on certain contingencies. Exactly. My first time trying to body steal was finding a legendary artificer who was level 1, but had significantly better stats than me. I think my best time with Dominate, if I recall, is dominating the mind of that underground dude who can give you implants even if you're a mutant, and just trying to mutate myself, trying to improve my mutant. That was my most powerful run by far. It was a high-level physical mutant, a chimera, and then we also got, like, subdermal implants and stuff. It was way overpowered. That was my game-winning run, my first game-winning run. There is an underground area. I think it's a static area, so you can always find it in the same place, too. It's in the desert, like lower left of the desert map. And if you find him, you can get him to give you implants, even if you're a mutant. Troaxium probably can give you better information than me, because my brain is a sieve. Alright, what kind of fun characters do we have here? Demon Pickatazzle. You'll find it eventually, yeah. It's eventually you're just gonna bump into it. I'm sorry, is the warden of this town a water weep? Alright, I'll eat some food. You're right, game. My character is quite hungry. There's no cooking oven in this town? How do they live here? Make camp. That's bizarre. They don't have a cooking oven. The hard one to find is the Icarus Apprentice. I'm not sure if I found the Icarus Apprentice. I've never even found the goddamn Monkey King, the baboon god or whatever he is. This run, I would really like to see them, because now we are king of the baboons. We have a character called Queen of the Baboons. That makes me feel icky now. It's a honeyweep? How is a honeyweep going to enforce the law? Is there work around here? Speak to Silopolisk. Let's trade. Yeah, again, how is this the warden? I want to commit crimes just to piss off a static pile of plant matter. Maybe they're a psyker. I don't know. I mean, they can talk, which means maybe they have psychic powers. You're not wrong. Can we scoop up his precious fluids, though? I'm looking for work. Traveler, are you aware of the baboonic vase at the lair of Gorsolohold, legendary glowpad? It's a hallowed altar to us. Often we make pilgrimages to drink from it and contemplate baboons. It would honor us if you would do it too. What do you say? Have you seen my baboon companions? I have 20 of them. Yes, I will drink from your baboonic vase. God, randomly generated quests are the best. Maybe they weep mead. Free mailing address. Awesome. You want to try mead? Mead's pretty good. If you have any, like, not a lot of liquor stores will carry it, but, like, if you have, like, a smaller liquor store, they usually have more esoteric carryings and offerings. Like, we have a place around here called Four Seasons Liquor, which sounds way more fancy than it is, but, like, they have weird stuff. I found some good stuff in there. Yeah, meat is tasty. I'm gonna go chat with a demon real fast. Male demon. Welcome to the village of Mawa. We're a clan who love baboons and detest irreverence toward baboons. I mean, you could stop at the first part. Like, you could assume that people won't like it if you're mean to baboons. Above all else, you may drink our water. Alright. Mawar likes us better. Unshelled reptiles like us a little bit better. Tortoises like us a little bit less. Dogs like us less. Oh, come on! They have to clarify with the other part of the... Yeah, so you know they're not part vampire. The problem... Oh, mead isn't hard liquor. Yes, mead is more beer and wine range when it comes to the ABV. It is variable, but I've rarely ever seen anything that's, like, too high above, like, a relatively fortified wine, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna find a mead, or at least I've never found a mead that approaches, like, 40% or anything like that. It's usually 20 on the higher end. I also don't drink much. It's more, that's why I like sipping stuff, you know? Things that are a little bit more interesting and flavorful. Yeah, the highest you've seen is like 20. Like, that's the highest I would expect. But, like, I would expect the teens to be much more prevalent. I drink gay water mostly. I have to ask if this is a brand, because with stuff like Liquid Death, you never know. I know of at least one meadery that sells online. I know that somewhere in the woods where I live, buried underground, there is a keg of mead that they left to age. I have two friends of mine that before they graduated, they buried it underground, and then they lost track of where it was, and they don't know now. So somewhere underground, there's meat out in those woods. Mud meat. Delicious mud meat. What a savory smell. Ooh, dual wields. I kind of want to get on your good graces here. Live and drink. Statues of baboons. The warden. And I guess I'll take some stairs down. Is there really only one person I can get quests from here? Fermenting wine on the ocean floor. What's the benefit of doing it on the ocean floor? Is there something about the Is that an angry bear? Why are there just aggro bears underground? Punch a bear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a legendary bear down here. What the hell? Why are there angry bears underground? Quick, everybody, run away. Hello, Jackman. Are the angry bears going to chase me up the stairs? No. Apparently it rocks the caskets gently, has the right temperature, and is a very low light environment. That sounds kind of amazing. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Are you a coward? Ooh! Alright, Alright, that bear can hit really hard. Everybody ignore the legendary bear underground. Yeah, ooh, got knocked down even. Alright, let's see here. We definitely want to go and find our town's other one so we can get a recoiler and also get the main quest underway. Five to 9 paraseconds south of the secluded apple farm. There are hostels nearby? They're underground, though. Come, my train of baboons. Remind me. Where's my secluded apple farm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to start there. So bottom of the screen and then up. We might as well just start at the bottom of the screen. By the way, what's the one fungus that spreads a low damage gas occasionally? Oh. I don't remember the name, but basically if it's a mushroom in this game, I instinctually am afraid of it and keep a wide berth because, Jesus, like mushrooms will fuck you up in this game. Groenfell and Havoc. That's a cool name. Alright, we're just gonna start down here and work our way up. Eventually we're gonna find what we're looking for. It is a pretty low amount of light we get from our Firefly, but like I said, my goal is eventually cybernetically install some night vision. Hold on, team. Let's make it a little food for ourselves. I don't have to feed my baboons, right? That's why I got the Betrayer achievement. Like I said, man, mushrooms in this game. It's scary. Although I had a lot of fun with Mushmouth. Having my arm tell me secrets all the time was actually kind of fun. And, like, what was the worst? I couldn't have, like, equipment on the arm? Whatever. I had other arms. I really liked having that one. Yeah, Mumblemouth. I really like that one. That doesn't feel like too bad of a thing to have happen. Is Bingo the name of the dog or the farmer? And Bingo was his name-o. Mushir Pasture. Guessing this is, yep, another farm. B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. And Bingo was his name-o. The Apple Tortoise Farmer. Legendary characters every time. All the Apple Farmer daughters are always legendaries. I'm starting to hear some new skill sounds from my monkeys. They're growing fast. I feel like this is too much power. Just watching a gang of baboons rush over and rip a tiny little kobold-like dude apart. Wait until one gets Vortex. What I would really like is if somehow one of them gets Quantum Jitters. I'm sorry, Snapjaws. Naftali like me a little bit better. That never happens. Svardim. I'm despised by Svardim. Baboons are one of the scariest animals in real life and in this video game. Although, in this video game, if we want to talk about actual scary things to run into, there's nothing quite as scary as, like, you see a chrome pyramid ahead of you. Or, there's a salt kraken aggroed on you. It's like, oh my fucking god, what? How fast can we run? Big cats, hippos, mandrills, baboons, and gorillas. Yeah, that's a good list. Honey badger, don't forget honey badger. It had a meme around it. It has to be true. God, I don't even have to do anything. They're playing the game for me now. Salt krakens aren't too bad, thankfully. I've only ever run into them when I'm low level. cassowaries. If it's even remotely monkey-like, it's probably gonna fuck you up. Like, I don't like monkeys. We've talked about this on stream before, but, like, they're hyper-aggressive and scary. Ellipsoid Apur. It's a ruin. Alright, auto-explore. Come on, I need Becoming Nook if we're gonna find ruins. Oops, some smoke up there. I haven't leveled up recently, right? 136, no. One more level before we're gonna be good to go, I imagine. Orangutan seem kinda chill, but on the whole, yes, apes scare me. Yeah, me too. Like I said, I don't mess around with, don't mess around with monkeys or apes. I definitely have that problem that a lot of people have where, because I was raised with dogs, I will never really be all that afraid of dogs. Which is probably like a little bit of like, don't approach a strange dog would be nice to have, but I don't have that. If there's a dog in front of me, I'm like, oh, good boy. Nothing to worry about, let's walk over. So one day I will be savaged by dogs. Exactly, like, I'll see a dingo, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that looks like something I could pet. And then it'll eat my baby. She'll raise even more questions. As long as there's footage for the stream. Streamer gets mauled to death by dogs live on stream. I did it for the content. Got a good start to this character going. We're already level 8. Before new technology exonerates you. What would I be arrested for? Oh, right, the dingo lady, you're right. I forgot people didn't believe her when she said that a dingo ate her baby. Ooh, a revolver. I completely forgot about that part of the story. Not even invisible cats to maul you. At the very least, we did get some books. That's free experience right there. One day I'm gonna do it. I've threatened this before, but one day I'm gonna make a brand new YouTube channel. And I'm literally just gonna sit down and going to read all of the gibberish books in Caves of Cut. I'm just gonna start a new character. I'm gonna find as many white text books as I could find, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read them in a serious, like, and now, chapters 1 through 15 of, hold on, of Screw Fitted to a Coven, Volume 8. We await the decision of the Salted Rot. Speak to her! In the course of my disordered mind, nothing more. The glow crow would have been polished to shine. Luck be with you. When I'm done assembling the weird wire conduit, you'll be able to engage the beetle onto the easel. Wilt thou free Dagasha? Learn well, climber. Is this mounting dread? I cannot help but wonder why you're telling me this in turn colonize their new hosts, rating this disease among the salt-worn and toughened. Sounds like a good bedtime story. Yeah, like just straight up sit down and read in a soothing voice the gibberish. Are these AI generated? They are not. It is literally just a script that takes random sentences from all of the other text in the game and strings it together to fill a book. Which I guess, depending on your idea of what AI is, you could consider AI, but it's not like writing it, it's just going through and collecting the text. I spent so many players through the tears of the Dreadroot. A lot of public domain text is pulled from it, but yeah. There's like 3 types of books in this game. There's completely... I believe the terminology is obfuscated text is what it is. It's not like AI generated, it's just weird and dumb. That's the white text, and then there's actual written prose in books. Obfuscated. There's a rule on this channel. I always pronounce whatever I said right the first time. Yeah, pulled from text is generated by the game, exactly. One of my favorite modded playthroughs that we do on this channel is sometimes I will play a game, but I will run it through mods that gibberize the text. That was definitely the first time. Yes, it was. And thank you for recognizing that it was, in fact, the first time. I can see there's a place to you are a liar, character. There is space to explore. Oh, there's a stupid tree blocking the way. Whoa, why'd my health drop? Back away. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I got shot in the back of the head by one of my companions. And like this is also explorable. Come on. See, I would have missed out on Fiefdoms of the Water from one of my favorite books. Oft missed no opportunity. Strange and rocky times have befallen Bela. Worship at the beard of the door and a sliding photon armature. The powerful king of the denser the cloud is finer, like mare's tails, receiving the name of his coat, sewn from frayed, varicolored patches stitched together. Good. Good. A fine book, 4 whole pages of it. Remind packs of the electrical snail armors, the head of a distant life. Take the book, take it. Alright, now we truly have explored this place. I believe I'm still, like, on track for where I want to be, right? There are hostels nearby? Where? Fucking show me. Where? Oh, really? The stupid plant? Yeah, I'm still in line, alright. Center. Go walk the dog. Case of CUD Chat GPT update? I hope not. I prefer the gibberish text.
47. Meow 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 happy pride.
I'm supposed to turn that off when we're not playing Hitman, but I keep forgetting. Happy Pride. The influence of a human ritual? The number of molecules and atoms may be carried in the ether. You imagine they will vote me out. God, I love random text. But yeah, like, one of my favorite playthroughs we ever did was going through Sekiro, but all the text in Sekiro was put through Google Translate like 9 times and then put back into the game. Actually, no, not Sekiro. Dark Souls 3 was the best one, because I still quote that all the time. Speaking of the church, happy. What are the cultural implications of human sacrifice? Quarter and the backstay of the kings, and twist and manic desperate paroxysm, 91st edition. What changed between all those editions? Although Dark Souls 2, mistranslated, also had a very good line, "Eat my ass, coach." Really caught me off guard. Manic is very accurate. You know, there has to be an Elden Ring mistranslated mod by now. There's a real chance it's gonna happen in the not too distant future. I want to hear all that dialogue read out by robot voices to me. Wah, 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 wah. Maybe do like a fog wall randomizer and mistranslated playthrough. Just complete nonsense. You discover Simabus Tagashrad's hedge. Is that where I was trying to go? No. Then it doesn't matter. Oh, my voices. Allergies are making me cough and sneeze a lot, so my throat all fucked up. We gotta get through the pollen season. My car is it's a black car. It's green from all the pollen. I hate it. It's killing me. It's literally killing me. No, screw this place. Let's get out of here. No hostiles here. Well, fine. Pick a fight, I guess. Whatever. Stop moving. I love these little farming houses. It is nice to bump into them. You know, you don't have to worry about combat for a screen. Blocked by shale. They're worthless, but the wardens really like to hear they exist. Yeah, that is true. Like, as far as just getting reputation with people, just like, hey, I'll tell you the location of, you know, a farm I found. Are you an albino monkey lord? Yes, I do in fact rule over the baboons. What is the ultimate goal of this game? So, basically, I'm gonna give you a rough summary of the general gist of this game. So, this is Earth, thousands of years in the future. Like, basically, a space elevator was built, we achieved, like, ascension into the sky, we were a galaxy-spanning civilization, but at some point, we kind of made some of those sky people upset, and they smacked us back into a dark age. And we're well in the future past that at this point. And the Snapjaws took over. As you play the game, you actually find randomly generated, like, world history, kind of like when you generate a world in Dwarf Fortress, you know, like, the elves wrote a book on capitalism, that kind of stuff. But you will, every run you have multiple sultans that you could find the history of, and you could find, like, artifacts they left behind, you could find the cities that they razed to the ground and all the fun stuff. But at this point in the game, the backhand of the world took is kind of being peeled back a little bit, and we might be able to get back into space, but you are investigating. Yeah, the generated lore is nuts. I always love it. Your character is investigating a signal from space, basically, with a bunch of hyper-intelligent bear people. And you're trying to figure out, like, what is going on. Why are we getting a signal from space? There's something to do with this giant space elevator to the spire. And so you're investigating that, and some of the plagues from the past are coming back. The main plot's not done yet, so I don't know exactly where it's going. But that's the gist. You're kind of a globe-trotting adventurer who's investigating a mysterious signal from space. I feel like I did a poor job there of explaining this, but, like, that's the rough-ish idea. A very rough-ish idea. Along the way, you run into all kinds of folk. The Barathamites are those hyper-intelligent bear people. There's a clan of, like, human blood supremacists that really don't like the hyper-intelligent bear people. I assume the bears are sometimes other creatures? No, they're actually called the Barathamites. They're always bears. They're always hyper-intelligent bear people. You do, like, always run into other weird species in this game, but the Barathamites are always bears. The game's a trip. Like, I highly recommend Caves of Cut. Salt Hearth. Another farm. Hope it's not a slime farm, because I did just kill your slimes. There was a named character on that last screen? What? I might go back then. Boom, Hollywood synopsis, mic drop. Yeah, hero encounters adventure where the fate of the planet hangs in the balance. That basically sums it up. Let's have a little snack, everybody. If you do pick up this game, like, you saw I started in a random town, start in Joppa. Joppa is, like, a very nice place for new players. But also, rob every chest in Joppa, just close the door behind you before you rob it so no one sees you do it. I have played Loop Hero. Loop Hero was a lot of fun. I didn't ever finish Loop Hero, though. I got a little burnt out during the grind in the late game. Part of me does want to one day go back. Come on! The monkeys keep getting in the goddamn way. Or don't and learn that theft makes people angry. Yeah, if you don't close the door, people will get pissed off at you. I recently tried a game called Zorbus, which was very fun. I really enjoyed Zorbus. I don't know if Callie is still here, but Callie is the one that turned me on to Zorbus. But I recently 100%ed Rift Wizard, and now I'm kind of like... I still want to play Rift Wizard, so I've just been doing, like, new builds I've never done in Rift Wizard recently. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the first run of Zorbus. It was really good. I'll definitely be playing more Zorbus. This is a very frustrating walk I've been taking. And I think we missed what we were looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, at some point I managed to miss. I'm just gonna walk over it above ground. Come on, find it. Necromancer Halfling with minimal physical traits. I did a Necromancer for my first run. Haven't been able to get the hang of Crusader Kings 2, but I'm seriously thinking about buying Crusader Kings 3. It's just prettier. I hear Crusader Kings 3 is a bit more user-friendly than Crusader Kings 2, if that influences anything. Enemies keep walking away from my skeletons, and I got one shot by a rock. Yeah, they really like running away from you in Zorbus. Trying to find randomly located places is always very frustrating. Alright. I'm gonna start here and work my way down this time, because just walking over ground, we're not finding it. We'll start in the center. Auto-explore. Maybe there was another path I could have taken that would have gotten me where I was going. I've never had it be to the left or right. Do I have the exploration skills? No. No, I don't. Like, I want to play a little Noida before the stream wraps up, but I would also really like to, like, get my goddamn recoiler first. I would really like to have my recoiler. I should probably just get Wayfair. Nictus of the Mafia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. Alright, I'm gonna take... Wayfaring. And I'm gonna do another pass above ground, see if we can maybe find it by mistake. Hey, thank you for that subscription! Welcome to the most sacred order of the Box Shakers. Enjoy your exclamation mark sub perks. God damn it! Find it, you little bastard! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're starting at the top. Where are my baboons? Where the fuck are... There you are. Oh my god, that scared me. I thought all my baboons disappeared. I do think I have less baboons than before, though. Oh, this is very frustrating. Alright, it's probably down from here. We want to try and go straight. Like, we don't want to be going left and right. Blocked by shale, blocked by shale. I just want my recoiler. Yeah, subscribers, if you got your birthday coming up, you let me know. I'll play whatever you want if I have access to it for at least an hour. If I really like the game, usually it goes longer than an hour. If I really hate the game, I'll apologize, but I'll complain about it. Wizardry 7, which I have to play again during the goddamn 24-hour stream. Katase. We recently had a charity stream, and I have to do a 24-hour stream now. And some folks, for their donations, get to choose some of the games I play. One of my favorite multiplayer games is Monster Hunter Worlds, or lately, I've been back in my 10-year-old Warframe account. I know several people that really enjoy Warframe. I've had a lot of fun with Monster Hunter Worlds. Noida, better than Wizardry. But Wizardry is... Hold on, Might and Magic is better than Wizardry, but Noida is better than Wizardry. I can agree with both those things. I like Might and Magic. What's your favorite Might and Magic game? I'm gonna say 3, I think, would be my favorite. Level up. When I play low level, I pick up my doot doot. My go-to is absolutely IG. Insect Glaive is my favorite because you just fly. It's like having a helicopter propeller as a weapon, but it's a functional helicopter propeller, so you just soar through the air like a really fucked up acrobat. I really miss the Oblivion/Morrowind days of Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Morrowind was like the weird older brother of all the modern versions of the Elder Scrolls games. So, like, I would agree, Morrowind is way more fun to wander around in. I should get one of my monkeys a pistol. I got an attribute point. I mean, a solid round 30 strength sounds good to me. We are punching stuff. Alright, I spent my stupid skills on wayfaring, which means I'm still waiting for my next cudgel skill. Skyrim's too streamlined, rather. And also, like, too normal. Like, it's not weird. It's a pretty, like, straightforward, like, ah, there's a dragon. Not that I dislike dragons, I love dragons, but... I just want to point out that once again, my monkey shot me in the face 2 times! Even with this mod, your companions are going to shoot you. Yeah, they kept removing features and skills, and also, like, it just became more general fantasy. Because, again, I can't stress enough how much I like the weirder stuff that you run into in Morrowind and Oblivion. Just giant mushrooms and weird stuff. I assumed that the antagonist couldn't be the antagonist because it was way too blatant. Sometimes it's just that obvious. Can I just punch my way through a wall? Man spends 10 days punching shale. Shale's destroyed. You generally don't give your friends guns because of that reason? I will not be intimidated out of giving monkeys guns. Can you imagine if they had chain guns or laser rifles? I won't have to imagine, because I'm gonna give them Gatling laser guns. Like, I'm gonna give them the most horrifying things. I will not learn from these minor experiences. Grenades, why not just 35 sower seeds for every one of my monkeys? What's the worst that can happen? Screw you, Ivories. Even better. High explosive grenade version 3s? Yeah, give them to the monkeys. Put it on the pizza. I don't like going to the right. I wanna be to the left. Snapjaws, you done fucked up picking a fight with Monkey Gang. Baboon army does not have time for this bullshit. I'll take some bandage, revolver, copper nugget. Heck, I like this chest so much, I'll take the chest. Alright, a screen I've been to before. Not my favorite thing to see when I'm trying to find new stuff. Any advice for finding legendary units with the glow types, since they're all the unique color? Giving them all Sower Seed is a great, wonderful idea that will never result in your ultimate untimely demise. Oh, that's true! With a tattoo gun, you can tattoo them to be different colors. You can do that to yourself, too. Wait, you can use crayons on companions? You mean you could do something with crayons other than test every single one of them to find out if you have nano crayons? I don't know if I believe that. When you say glow types, Nictus, I'm not sure I know what you mean. Are you saying all baboons look the same to you? Yes. If you're just trying to find legendaries... Glow crow, glow pad, glow fish... I don't know if there's a very good streamlined way to find them. They're all that legendary color. Like the kind of purpley pinkish. I would say talk to different characters, especially like tell me a secret. They might tell you the location of like the lair of a legendary glow thing. And then do those quests, like head out there and find those lairs. Like, we found a baboon lair, and that baboon lair was literally filled to the brim with legendary baboons. That's how we got our baboon squad here. That's how I would say a non-cheating way to do it would be that. I'm sure once you generate a save file, there's a way to, like, read the save file and find out the locations of anything. Like, everything's seeded, I assume. Am I at the bottom of the screen? I am pissed, man. We have been wandering up and down this one section for ages. Oh, to see them differently on screen. Oh. I don't know. I always just played with the default. Well, I hate this quest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I haven't found it, right? We're looking for the lair of Hopoctolocaldal. We are 5 to 9 paraseconds south of the secluded Star Apple Farm. We've just been wandering up and down this whole area, and I'm not finding shit. There's our Star Apple Farm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a hedge. Nothing. Forgotten ruins. Pasture. Could be in any of the 9 paraseconds in those tiles. Ugh. That's the worst, is when it's not just up and down. Alright, well. We'll find it. Gotta look at all 9. Sucks. These quests are stupid. Alright. So, we are in the center right now. Let's look. It's not left. I thought it had to be up, down directly. I've only ever gotten up, down directly. I've never had to do left, rights like this. So we're now in the upper left. We're outside the range now, but we just want to go to the right. God damn. And to have it be mountainous like this, just extra frustrating. Alright, we're above. We need to go down one screen. No, wrong button. Down. There we go. What is a parasang? Parasangs are the map screen, like any tile you could highlight is a parasang. And those parasangs are comprised of basically like a 3x3 square of map tiles. Every global map tile has 9 sectors. Yeah, a parasang is like 9 maps. We are now on the above one. We want to just do to the right here. It's not here. Let's go down from here. So we're just on a random wild goose chase, basically. Alright, we've been on this screen before. You are witnessing one of the more... I just beat the shit out of one of my monkeys by mistake. I'm sorry, monkey. Why did you walk in front of a man just wildly swinging his fists? Yeah, you guys can get into combat, but I'm just gonna go down now. I'm on the right-hand side. So if I just travel down from here... Yes! There we go! Alright. My quest was just find it, right? Yeah, it was. We might as well search, though. Raiding the Ink Rivers for money. This game is great. I do recommend you pick it back up. What kind of character you usually play? This is my, like... I don't typically do Truekins, but this is my Truekin run right here. And we're doing just punch everything. It's a punchy run. Okay, you jilted lover. I want to eat food. You like to do psychers, always mutants? I love mutants, but I typically do physical mutants. I love chimeras with a bunch of unstable genomes. I love random body parts. The more body parts I can pile onto my character, the better. That's how I live my life most of the time. After conferring with frogs, Dasa convinced them to help him found a prayer yurt in the agate-worshipping quarter of Buriarapa, for the purpose of contemplating how extraterrestrials might use stardust as cocaine. They named it the Prayer Yurt of the Radiant. Gonna chat with the local? Yeah, we're gonna figure out who lives here and have a little talk. Possibly with my fists, but maybe with my mouth. We'll see what happens. Just crocodiles fighting people, that's not my problem. I need to snort my coke. You're doing cocaine right now? That's such a coincidence. Some of that Colombian powder, huh? Gif, bring me the stardust. I want to do a line. That's a lot of jilted lovers. Real hard to snort in liquid form. I usually like to play nerd builds. I'll just die in direct combat, so have to either get my friends or evade the situation altogether. The trolls in Bezet the Sousa are usually your death? Bezet the Sousa is a tricky one, I do agree. One of my favorite solutions to Bethesda Sousa was, I like playing smart, like, intelligence builds with a lot of tinkering. And so the solution to Bethesda Sousa is just Spiral Bore. Spiral Bore directly past all the problem floors. Go straight to the mechanimists. Just be friends with the mechanimists. But I will admit my favorite run was my mutant... physical mutant, who of course was jacked, had 4 legs, and just plugged a giant laser Gatling gun into his body and just sprayed bullets. It was a very fun run. Oh, a friendly... is that a brood puff? It's a brooding rose puff! No thank you, even if it's friendly, if it does a little puff puff, we get to pass directly into the afterlife, so no thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and go get my quest fulfilled. This was Amukus, right? Amukus wanted me to do this one? might not cause major issues for you. Yeah, like all of the baboons and me could end up with any number of mushroom-based problems. The only mushroom-based problem I would like is doing enough mushrooms to change reality. My favorite thing to do in Noida. Amukus! Yeah, I gotta chat with Amukus. Amukus, where are you? Oh, Amukus looks just like a tree. I couldn't even notice him. Imagine if anyone gets mumble mouth. That would be great. We would know the location of every secret. I've discovered the lair of Hapahakalakalal.
Ah, thanks, adventurer. You've proven yourself a friend to our village. Take this recoiler in return whenever your throat is dry. Don't hike to the pond.
That second part's kind of ominous, dude. A little worried.
Are you seeking more work, friend? Recently, we've come into possession of a data disk bearing a peculiar stamp.
So here's like the start of the main quest line, basically, which is, again, we gotta go hang out with my good friends, the Barathamites. Yeah, what's this village's deal? Can you hear the secrets from your companions, Mumblemouths? I don't know. I've never had a companion with Mumblemouth, but I would hope so. Love all the random villages, randomized traits. I mentioned this earlier, but like my favorite one is they revered anarchy and hookahs. And so they're like, you must go smoke of the hookah and contemplate anarchy. And I was like, this is my village. I want to live here now. I accept your quest. All right, we have gotten the recoiler and we got the main quest line started. I was originally going to suggest you get one of these guys with a stinger on your side, but honestly, who needs it when you have fucking like eight baboons with psychic powers? I think we're okay. I think I know where they came from. Alright, because of my allergies, I've drank this entire bottle. I gotta go refill it, and obviously I have to pee. When I come back, I think we're gonna pop into Noida and just get a character going in Noida, because I do want to get probably a long-form Noida run going for this new quest line that's added to the game. So, we're gonna go play some Noida soon. So BRB.